I'm Andreas. I'm a part of Unternehmertum. Unternehmertum is one of the largest entrepreneurship innovation centers in Europe. We have around 3,000 students, PhDs, executives to educate. We found around 50 startups per year, high-tech startups, and we have more than 100 startups per year at Unternehmertum. We work with almost all of the large German companies, many small and medium-sized companies, and we like to think in networks. So we are a strong partner in Europe, in Germany, but we work together with the Tsinghua University in China, with Berkeley and Stanford, many partners in Europe. So we have strong partnerships around the world. And what we want to do in AI is that what we've seen is a drastic increase in how fast you can apply AI, but still many startups don't work on the right topics and companies simply don't know how to approach AI. So with this initiative, Applied AI, we want to bring together these both sides. And in the first place, we do education. So the target of the first year is to educate 3,000 people on application of AI. We have industry partners where we want to together educate also the employees of the companies, but we also want to build startups, AI startups. We want to create use cases for the companies, but we also want to do showcases for what it means for the society if there is AI surrounding us. And the third thing is that we want to build a best practice network, so simply sharing things like how you get along with data protection laws, how you increase the acceptance, how you get certifications of your product with AI included. So best practice is a third topic.
So these 50 startups, do you incubate them? So you have an acceleration program, or just the students who are these 3,000 students whom you train in AI, then they go on to build. So how does that work?
Yeah, so what we have is, that's also kind of unique. We start very early with the team. So we do ideation, we do the very early setup of teams, but then we have an incubator, then we have an accelerator, and then we have also a venture capital fund and the international partners to really go international. So what we do is we build the whole chain from a very early phase to actually large scaling of startups and internationalization.
Okay, and these startups, or the ones who get incubated here, are they from Germany, or it's from all over Europe and all over the world?
So in the very early stages, we want to have a broad funnel, so we accept all the startups, but typically they come from the Munich area because it's more local. Then in the incubation, which is further advanced startups, it's typical German startups. In the accelerator, which is tech founders, it's the name of the accelerator, it's very international. So we have applications from, I think, more than 70 countries to work with the industry partners we have here. So BMW, for example, or Linde, or Miele, or so lots of companies to work with. And there it's really international, so more than 600 applications per batch, with roughly 15 startups being selected, so also quite
and do you have a corpus of the venture capital fund that you have?
And the purpose is tech investments in German startups. We typically do co-investments with other large investors. For us being the main focus that we have such a strong relationship to all the corporate world. So it's always having, not always, but having also strong partners, and we are the ones supporting the startups then in getting access to the businesses they need as customers, for example.
Great. And what has got you excited to be working here?
So what we did was we started talking to NVIDIA for like 6 months ago, and they actually said, hey, that's a cool topic, you're such a great innovation center also, so that we want to work with you on larger scale on this topic. And from this time on, we actually started this initiative. We talked to company partners, and we really wanted to bring it here to the GTC, which is by chance this year also in Munich. So that was a great opportunity for us And so many companies, almost all of the companies we contacted have a high interest in working with us on this topic, because everyone acknowledges that this is such a hot topic here, with all the industry being at place. And therefore, I mean, the options or the opportunities we have now with NVIDIA as a strong partner for the tech side is just incredible. So I'm really looking forward to what's happening in the next year when we start really the initiative. So this was first announcement at GTC now, and next year we go in operations, and we really want to increase and boost the AI adoption in Germany, but also around the world.
So you'll have 3,000 people whom you'll train on AI.
That's our target, but we also have other partners. We are in another program. We have Facebook as partner, for example, in the digital art mobility. And we're in talks also to have a drastic scale of all these AI trainings through these kind of partnerships. So we start, but our target is to 3,000, but actually if we can make it to a much larger scale, that would be great for us, because it's non-profit for us. We want to bring this to as many people as possible. And so we do also lots of open sourcing of these topics. And the more people we reach, the better it is. But 3,000 is the start for the first year now.
And you know, who are these trainers who train on AI? Are these your industry partners who come and do the training, or you have onboarded trainers?
So we have experts in AI, postdocs typically, working on AI research for a couple of years in large institutes. And so we built a core team, and this core team typically does the education of people.
Great. Thank you so much, Andreas. And just tell me about yourself. What has got you personally excited about your role?
Yeah, so yeah, a bit of myself. So I have been working for strategy consulting for a couple of years, and then I did my PhD about startups and how startup culture evolved. And I got into this Unternehmertum ecosystem, and what I saw was bit different to strategy consulting, because there I talked about the large trends, about what's changing, but in the innovation center I experienced it. I saw it every day with the latest technology, what's happening there. And that got me really excited. And now AI cuts across all industries, and it's such a huge disruption and opportunity for all markets, that this is something that I personally really want to work on, and there are so many things unexplored, so many opportunities, and also so many risks which we need to overall consider, start discussing around, that it will change our world, and yeah, being part of this ecosystem, that's what keeps me excited every day to work on this topic.
Thank you so much, Andreas. Lovely talking to you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you too.